Okay, we're live. Just wait for people to join us. I have put this in the chat and I have done a scheduled listing thing. Hey, Deal City. So hopefully people should join us pretty quick. Welcome to Monday Night Mental, the Monday night session where we talk about mental health. I'm Andrew. I'm a part-time eBay reseller, and I also run the Money Mental website, moneymental.co.uk. That is. I suffer with mental health problems, anxiety, and depression. And I also have Asperger's. So a lot going on there. So I use this Monday night session to talk about mental health issues. I share my own experiences. I share the experiences of people, obviously in the chat and such like. Hey, good to have you with us, Rod. Hope work's going okay, mate. I'm good, sir. So the subject for today's discussion will be getting enough sunlight and the effect that sunlight can have on our mental health. Hey, Lobster Pot, good to have you with us. But we'll just give it a minute or so and wait for people to come join. I apparently have got 2 people, but 4 speaking, so that's interesting. And 1 person now, so I'm assuming that live watch count thing is just lying to me. But yeah, we'll just give it a few more seconds for people to start joining us, and give me time to make sure I've got the right stuff in. Should have like waiting music like they have in elevators, Some sort of musical accompaniment. Yeah, sunlight definitely. Well, as we know, Shrek is a troll, Michael. That is a well-established fact. Hopefully, we won't get any Shreks on this chat. Yeah, definitely. Vitamin D is great. All right, I'm starting to get people in, so I will start with the broadcast. So there won't be anything hugely surprising in today's broadcast. There'll mostly be stuff I've already talked about, but it's just sort of re-emphasizing some points about the important stuff we can do to help boost or maintain our mental health. So yeah, today we're going to talk about sunlight, getting that, how important it is. There are no vampires, they don't exist. They are a creation of the imagination. Much like ogres are fictional. Yeah, I imagine so, down in Oz. Hey, DBG, good to have you with us. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, maybe there's a benefit to rain. Anyway, yeah. So, sunshine, good for us. Although, obviously do recognise the existence of skin cancer and such like, so do make sure you wear adequate sun protection before soaking up some sun rays. So now we've got that one out of the way. 5 benefits to sunlight. First one is sunlight can help us. Yeah, no problem, Deal City. That's cool. Sunlight can help us with our sleep, which I've mentioned before. Regular exposure to sunlight helps regulate your circadian rhythm. And I actually looked that up so I could say it right before this. And your circadian rhythm is basically your internal body clock that tells you when you have to wake up and go to sleep. So you get enough natural sunlight and your body will adjust its circadian rhythm to say this is day, and then when you start getting the sunlight, your body will say this is night, and it will send you to sleep. Studies in the USA by the National Institute of Health have shown that getting an hour of natural sunlight in the morning will actually help you sleep better at night, because by the time it comes to night, your body will increase its production of melatonin, which is the naturally occurring hormone that sends you to sleep. Also, if you're traveling to a new time zone, expose yourself to the morning sun as soon as possible, and that'll help your body adjust to the new time zone and reset its body clock. So there you go, learning. Hey Chris, good to you, mate. I was just catching up on your last update just before this. I haven't got to the end of it yet, but I'm sorry to hear about that co-op van hitting your car. Evil co-op van lorry drivers. Anyway, this is one that people may be interested in as well. Sunshine can also help you lose weight, believe it or not. Recent studies have shown that adults who get regular exposure to sunlight early in the day actually have a lower body mass index than people with exactly the same sort of lifestyles who don't get such exposure to the sun. That's despite having done the same amount of exercise and intaking the same amount of calories. Apparently, the exposure to sunlight helps increase your, again in the mornings, helps increase your metabolism and therefore you shed weight. Hey, Tat Doctor here, and good to have you with us. Hey, Red Vegan. Yeah, he's obviously not seen you, but yeah, it's like, at least the one more serious anyway. Last thing you want to be doing is getting run over by a lorry or anything. So yeah, sunshine can help you lose weight, as I say. It can help you sleep better, which is a good boost to mental health. Weight obviously improves, losing weight helps improve your self-perception, which can improve your self-esteem. Sunshine can also help relieve the symptoms of depression. So we've talked before about seasonal. Hey, self-employed dreamer, can tell you yours. We've talked before about seasonal affective disorder, and that one of the causes of that being a lack of sunlight. So obviously, the more exposure to sunlight you get, the better it can alleviate the effects of seasonal affective disorder. But even if you don't have seasonal affective disorder or SAD, expose your body to sunlight helps increase the production of serotonin, which is a sort of naturally occurring chemical your body produces to regulate your body's mood. And it's a sort of naturally occurring antidepressant. So, getting that sort of early morning sunlight really can help with sort of regulating that production of serotonin. A great tip is, if you can, try and go for an hour's walk in the morning in the sunlight, and eventually that'll sort of build up your natural serotonin as well as giving you exercise and start to help ease any sort of symptoms of depression. And because you're out and about, it also helps your anxiety as well. Now what we got here? Just check on the chat. DBG is the med. Let's chat there. Donna and Chris. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Sunshine also obviously exposes you to vitamin D, which helps boost and strengthen your bones, makes them less brittle and less likely to break, which is, as we're getting older, the more sunlight we can get, the better. Regular exposure to sunlight, especially in young children, can help reduce the risk of developing rickets or things like osteoporosis or osteomalacia. Again, I looked these things up, so it's not like I knew what they meant. So yeah, definitely get the most sunshine you can. If you've got kids, get them out, get them away from the Xbox and whatever. Getting the more sunshine is much better for them. How's the challenge coming on? Yeah, I've picked up a load more stuff. I've had good sales on the challenge, so I picked up a load of stuff that I need to list over on the weekend. I need to finish off filming that and doing an update, so that'll come out probably be next week, to be honest, because I've got a bit of a backlog of videos that I need to edit. But yeah, definitely getting out for a walk, vital. Sunshine also, as well as causing skin cancer, but can also perversely help prevent cancer. We can't cure it, but increased exposure to sunlight can help reduce the risk of developing types of cancer such as colon cancer, Hodgkin's lymphoma, ovarian cancer, pancreatic, and prostate cancer. And that's all down to having increased exposure to vitamin D although weirdly, taking vitamin D supplements doesn't have the same effect. So it's probably something to do with how your body ingests vitamin D supplements, because certainly exposure to sunlight and the vitamin D it contains can help prevent the cancer. So yeah, who knows? Um, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm in North Wales. Yeah, it's just the exposure. To be honest, it doesn't have to be sunshine. But just getting out there. If it's light, you're getting exposed. Even if it's raining and whatever, you're still getting some exposure. So you know. But yeah, apparently there's about Harvard scientists estimate there's about 1 billion people worldwide deficient in vitamin D. So yeah, go out there, get the vitamin D, get the sunlight, get the exposure, hour a day, keeps the doctor at bay. I came up with that rhyme before and everything. It was like, you know, brilliant. Take the kids, the hubby out and get the sunlight together. Oh yeah, which part of Wales you from, Red Vegan? Yeah, super. So I don't know how you keep going, DBG. Everything you've got going on, you've got to become a millionaire soon. You know, just so you can kick back, let someone else handle the stress. But yeah, that was a short thing. Mid Wales. All right, okay. I'm from Wrexham, North Wales for me. Um, you know, when I sort of turn up, I do travel all over the country with work. But yeah, I'm based in Wrexham in North Wales. Don't get to Mid Wales as often as I'd like, to be honest. Last time going on my way down south. But yeah. Anyway, that was it. I've done it in 10 minutes. Staying focused on target, going through the article, has shown that I can actually do a 10-minute vlog. Full-time job. I'm a senior project manager. A civil servant. Yeah, so I do that full time at the minute because that just, you know, obviously pays the bills and such like. But I'm going to keep doing that for a couple more years and then sort of see where I am. I've got plans to sort of expand my reselling business because that's starting to take off now. Moving into Amazon and seeing how that goes. Most of the Irish are in the USA, aren't they? Well, you go to Boston, full of Irish. But yeah, there you go. Australia and Canada as well, mind you. There's British people all over the world as well. You know, you go to Spain, it may as well just be. I don't know why the Spanish people have such a problem with the British, with Gibraltar and whatever, because most of them seem to be British expats anyway. But there you go. I've probably offended some Spanish viewers now. I don't think I have any Spanish viewers. I've checked the stats. I think you know, 100% from the United Kingdom and Ireland. But yeah, there you go. I don't know. All right, okay. I don't even know what that is. So yeah, there you go. Get more sunlight. There's Irish and American. Well, yeah. I mean, to be honest, like, you know, unless you're a yeah, no. I went to uni in Liverpool, but yeah, no, North Wales. Yeah, no, right. Americans. I mean, you know, pretty much their entire population is made up of immigrants. So you know, you could be Italian American, you could be Irish American, you could be, I don't know, French American, British American. I never hear people call themselves British Americans, but you know. So I don't understand why there's this sort of, you know, oh, I'm American Irish or whatever. But yeah, there you go. That is what it is. Hopefully, once I've got me £3,000 for the charity shop challenge, I'll be over there in America filming my exploits as I hit Chicago and whenever else I go, Los Angeles again probably. Getting myself into massively drunken states and causing carnage wherever I am. So yeah, that was it. 15 minutes, personal best. No waffle. expensive USA. Yeah, it's expensive. Well, everywhere's expensive these days. I'd say when the pound collapses, when we finally left the European Union, and the economy is in the you know, in the ditch, and we have you know, zombies on this roaming the streets and whatever else is going to happen in the post-Brexit apocalypse. You know, and I'm having to sell stuff. You know, not to make money to go to America, but to make money to emigrate. You know, I'm sure it'll be very expensive, but so it'll be, yeah, straight to the point today. Yeah, don't have Kelly Ann distracting me today. I don't know where she's gone. Or Louise has not been able to make it either. She's got wrapped up in Game of Thrones. By the looks of it. But there you go. So yeah, I don't know. Should we do a Q&A? Let's do a Q&A. Let's ask Andrew some questions, because I can't just have a 15-minute live stream with no waffle. That wouldn't be right. Let's get me waffling. Obviously, key points are hashtag Team Stee. For those of you who don't know what hashtag Team Stee is about, that is me supporting Steve Green when he wins his arm wrestle against Carla. No, I'm not doing a video unpacking until I get my label printer. When I get my label printer, DVG has kindly sent me a link to a store. I need to have a look at that shop and go into detail on that. I think I added one of their printers to the watch list, but I need to have a look at that. But yeah, when I get my label printer, then I'll do a video unpacking, because nobody can complain about not using enough sellotape on the labels, because they'll be self-adhesive. You coming to Bristol, are you, Chris? Yeah, definitely. If you're there, mate, we're getting a few pints down. I need to phone up my hotel, because the Bristol meets at 2:00. Now, when I booked my hotel, it said it was 0.3 miles away from the venue. So I thought, you know, oh, that's fine. I can have a couple of pints, walk over to the hotel, drop my bag off, and come back again. You know, I can check in 10 minutes. But it turns out it's 1.3 miles away. So I'll probably have to go to the see if they'll let me check in early. But yeah, it should be a good session. Yeah, what kind of things do I resell? Pretty much anything I can get my hands on, but I'm avoiding breakables now, because my Hermes keep smashing them. They keep lobbing them over fences, and you know, best will in the world, you know, with 50 acres of bubble wrap ain't going to stop it if it's at a 1-story drop. So, but yeah, pretty much I'm starting to break into the clothing market, because I've now got Manny, the gender confused mannequin. So yeah, clothing is something I'm starting to move into. I enjoy selling sort of collectibles, sort of figures, figurines, DVDs, board games, that sort of stuff, is my sort of bread and butter. But yeah, I'm breaking into new markets. I do small electrical appliances as well, the sort of stuff I can fit in a small box. So I sold like a coffee maker today, a coffee grinder, today, and a electrolysis hair removal machine, sort of stuff I can pick up for £1 or £2 at the car boot and sell for £25. So yeah, what's happening to Ian's kidneys then? I've not caught up with Taff Doctor for a while, so I'm not sure what he's up to at the minute. Yeah, so no videos unpacking until I got the label printer. I've answered the reselling. Some Americans have no connection whatsoever, want so badly to be Irish. They just want to be alcoholics, I think, DBG, to be honest. Sorry to hear that. That sounds like you're doing well, doing better now, though. I'm coming to Bristol, coming down on the Friday night. I forgot I never even thought of looking for an Airbnb. And I wrote an entire blog about how great Airbnb was as well. I got like 50 quid's worth of credit out of that. Not that Airbnb paid, but it's just that the people sign up to it. Come down on a Friday night, sourcing on the Saturday morning, then head to the meetup. Yeah, I should have thought of an Airbnb. Can't believe I didn't think of that. Hey, Adrian, good to have you as mate. Yeah. Well, I'm in the Village Hotel. Don't know. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of resellers looking for stuff. I'm driving down on the Saturday. I'm going to leave sort of 9, 10 o'clock on the Saturday. Airbnb's fine. I stay in there all the time. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. It's good stuff, the Airbnb. Can you pay with PayPal on Airbnb? I can't remember. I've always paid with my debit card before, but when it's a business trip, I like to pay by PayPal because it can just come straight out of the business account then. No messing about. And then QuickBooks picks it up and it just goes straight on QuickBooks. If I pay out my bank account, I've got to put the money out of Airbnb. You've never done Airbnb, DBG? It's basically where people rent out their spare room or their entire place, and you can sort of book it online. So it's it's just people. I've stayed on Airbnb in Ireland before, I think, but yeah, they just rent out the spare room or whatever. I've got a lady in Manchester, Salford way, who always rents out a spare room to me if I ever need to go over to Manchester. QuickBooks only a few quid a month. I think they're doing a deal at the minute. I think it's £2 or £3 a month at the minute. Full price is about £6, so it's not expensive. It's fine. DBG, I do it all the time. People. I stay in this very attractive lady's house in Manchester. She's lovely. We have a couple of glasses of wine, and then I head out and get smashed, and she heads out and gets smashed. It's good fun. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Ian. Yeah, but like, say I'm a man staying in a lady's house, so she could feel awkward or uncomfortable by that. Obviously I'm helpless, not helpless, completely harmless, I should say. But anyway, DBG, you just knock anyone out regardless, wouldn't you? Boom, boom, pow, pow, sort of thing. Yeah, it's good QuickBooks. It tracks your mileage as well. So when I'm doing and you can scan and upload your receipts to it and whatever. You get an entire place as well, DBG, not just a room in somebody's house. You can rent an entire flat and whatever. Often it's cheaper than getting hotel rooms. So sort of you and the kids as well. You rent an entire. People make a living out of it now. Rather than rent out a house sort of privately, or rent out their house or whatever, on the rental market, they will rent it out via Airbnb instead, because people, will pay 50, 60 quid a night because it's cheaper than a hotel, and that's what more than they would get, by renting it on the private market. So, as I say, it's well worth considering. And people leave reviews and whatever, so you can soon work out who's a serial killer and who's not. If somebody's got no reviews, then you probably can assume that they've murdered all their tenants. Yeah, DBG, you can rent out your house, your room while you come over to Bristol. Yeah, what's going on here now? Instagram's going off at me. Yeah, there we go. New story. Oh yeah, I'm clashing with Aidan Hatfield's Twitter broadcast about mental health. Yeah, we should have some mental health questions. Has anyone got any mental health related questions they want to ask? Because really, the reselling chats on the Sunday, this is the mental health chat. So yeah, if anyone's got any mental health questions they want to ask or share, now's the opportunity. Yeah, I've got. I'm in the Village Hotel, which is it's only about a mile or so away from it. Dave's in there as well, but I would have preferred the Premier Inn because it's literally staggering distance from the pub. But what you're going to do. I think it's about 3.5 hour, 4 hour drive. I leave Wrexham just after 9ish. I'll be down there in time to get me lunch. I'm not sure if I'm picking up Steve Green on the way or not. I don't know, but because I've got to drive past Wolverhampton, I need to send him a message and ask him. But yeah, who's coming to Bristol then? No, it's not full. No, it's not full. The Village Hotel was a tenner cheaper, and it said it was 0.3 mile away, so I went to it. It's a brand new hotel as well. It's nicer than the Premier Inn as well, to be fair. But yeah. Yeah, well, I got like a Premier in bed. It's not the Premier in bed. I could have bought the Premier in bed. Hey, I tell you what, £10. That's 2 more pints or 3 more pints. You know, I'm thinking more pints. But then if I end up getting an Uber back there, hey Rob, good to have you with us, mate. But yeah, don't forget as well. Of course, we've got the Wolverhampton meetup. Got to book my hotel for that yet. There's an ex-travel lodge I normally staying in Wolverhampton, but I might even look at the Airbnb. Because the good thing about an Airbnb is I can stay. Well, mind you, having said that, I'm going to the car boots at 6 o'clock in the morning with the lads anyway. Hey, I've told you before, DBG, I'm a hard-nosed businessman. You know, I save all the pounds, and I run a website dedicated to making money and saving money. I've got to live by the example, haven't I? I can't be splashing out on these fancy hotels, you know, Premier Inns and whatever. Especially when I can get a 4-star hotel for 60 quid. You know, it is a nicer hotel for a tenner less. You know, bargain. Dave was on about as well. Oh, he goes, we'll get an Uber there and back. I said, Dave, it's a mile. I'm not paying, you know, 6 quid for an Uber or 3 quid each for for an Uber when I can walk. You know, I saved the 3 quid. You know, you got to think of these things. You know, I am an official UK money blogger. They sent me the badge to put on a website, which I've not done yet because I mostly don't know how to do it. Well, I used to have a camper van, and if I had that, I would have taken it down. Because the car boot in Chirk does let you stay in your camper vans overnight for free. You know, so I could have been like, if I still had the camper van, I'd be like first person at the car boot all the time. But yeah, I'm not doing that. Well, yeah, exactly. Just save the little pennies here, and you know the pounds will look after themselves, won't they? I'm getting abuse from my staff on the Facebook now. Never had your staff on the Facebook. Well, especially when you think you're going to get them. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, I have promised actually. I said, DBG, you've given me abuse for being tight, but I have said I'll buy you a drink when you come over. You know, out of the goodness of my own pocket, at heart, and I won't ask for drink in return. I mean, what of a bargain do you want? I mean, I hope they got something 2 for 1 there, but yeah, sleeping ditches be fine. To be honest, to make it back to the hotel would be a miracle because you're starting at 2 o'clock. That pub doesn't shut until midnight or whenever on a Saturday. There's a good 10 hours worth of drinking going on there. You know, and obviously we'll start off with a pint and then somebody will convince me that shots are a good idea. And before you know it, I'm 3 sheets to the wind. I may be sneaking, yeah, exactly. Your very sensible lady there, Tat Doctor. Let's just give some abuse. There we go. Well, if it's 10 hours, it'd be more than a dozen pints, wouldn't it? It'd be about 15, 16 pints, a few shots. Then I'll move on to the shorts. If the energy levels start to sap, we'll get a few alcohol pops in me to, you know, just to give the caffeine boost. So, you know, you could be talking about, you know, 150 quid going behind that bar. Hopefully I'll do a beer and a burger deal for when I get hungry. Yeah, I'll be fine. Although having said that, I cut back on my drinking massively this year. Yeah, I might have to do a couple of warm-up sessions. While Steve Green is practicing his arm wrestling, #Team Steve, I will be warming up me liver. But yeah, so who's coming then? We got Chris is coming. Lobster Pots, I believe you're coming from coming down. Who else is coming to Bristol? It's on the 27th. Is it the 27th of April? DBG hopefully coming if you can get over from Ireland. know, if I wasn't married, I would make a cheap date. Don't drink, don't pack, don't smoke, and anyone's with a packet of port scratchings. Probably get some smoke scratchings. A litre of Bacardi. Tell you what, the prices they charge in Bristol. Are you Richard? The prices they charge in Bristol. We'll have to smuggle in our own Bacardi. Yeah, that was what I was going to do. We're gonna have to find a way of sneaking in a few drinks. See if we can get a corner, get a corner where we can just sort of sneak in the stuff. Yes, Kelly, and it has been noticed. Hey, Kelly, good to have you with us. Yeah, we've done the 3 pints of beer and you're gone. Okay, we'll get you 5 then. You could try some of the English Guinness. It doesn't compare to the Irish stuff. I drink JD. There's always knowing when to stop. I'll tell you what, your kidneys won't be thankful. Let's see how much abuse we can give Kerry Ann now. Tell you what, it's lucky that we had some other spanners here. The amount of Shreks that came in, Kerry Ann, you know, there was quite a few of the Shreks this time. You know, we had to boot out all these Shrek troll people. It was terrible. But yeah, we've done the conversation. I managed to do. There were no distractions. I managed to do in 12 minutes. In 12 minutes, I'm not calling you Shrek DPG. In 12 minutes, I managed to do the topic. It's not an ogre. Yeah, I'm sure Adrian will get something going soon. We know we've got Wolverhampton. Richard and the Wolverhampton boys are going to be giving me a tour of the Wolverhampton car boots the day after as well, after a stinking hangover. Don't know what time Wetherspoon's in Wolverhampton shuts at, but I'm assuming it'll be like the one in Wrexham where they just close when they feel like it. But in Wolverhampton, I don't care what it says in the film. Yeah, he's species confused. No drinks make me sad. Although I do like my cider. Get a few pints in, it'd be good. Yeah, wine is lethal stuff. Actually, don't let me drink any wine in Bristol or Wolverhampton for that matter, because it's just like kryptonite to me. You know, you drink it like it's a pint. Right, DBG's definitely not having any wine. We don't want no fighting. Vodka knowledge, that's a screwdriver, that is. That's the official name for it. Cocktail knowledge. So yeah. Who else have we got? Just check out missed anything in the chat. Nope. Never mind, Team DBG. It's hashtag Team Stay on this channel. But also believers the Trek is a troll on this channel. Tom Cruise is too short. Carry on. He has to stand on a box for most of his scenes. Yeah, so I don't know, Adrian. Team Steve, that's it. That's what we want to see. Yeah, Tom Cruise is far too short. Tall men, as we know, are the future. Especially 6'4" tall ones like myself. I think I'll probably have to get a haircut before Bristol. I'm not a heightist. We've already discussed that. I'm quite happy with short women. You know, talking about the fact that, you know, as tall men, you know, are superior to Tom Cruise. With that Bradley Pitt's quite short as well. Chris, no, there's no Team Carlet. Why? Don't be ashamed of your height, DPG. 5'10" is something to be proud of. I bet it comes in very useful. And you are, whilst tall, well, you know, I'm open to all opportunities. Yeah, wash your mouth out, Crispy. We're Team Steve here. Team Steve all the way. You can't be going, Carla. You know, I'm going to be there filming it, live broadcast on the YouTube, using the pub Wi-Fi to show Steve's massive victory. Hey, DBG, me and you could have an arm wrestle as well. That could be the start of it, couldn't it? I've told you, Kerry-Ann, you've got to stop being genderist here. It shouldn't just be ladies. Men should be able to answer these questions as well. And you've forgotten to do your Monday night crush as well in the Money Mental support group as well. And what happened to Wednesdays? You know, there's no consistency here, Kerry-Ann. Yeah, is it bad that I know DBG's height off by heart now? That's how many times we've discussed it. You're on fire today, aren't you, Kerry-Ann? On fire. Hey, Paul, good to have you with, mate. Paul is another fellow Welshman. Although technically I was born in England and have lived the majority of my life in England, but I'm adopted. I think DPG, I will win the height off anyway. Although obviously no men are allowed to be taller than me in the world because that's bad. Oh, same height as me, Paul. Good height. 5'5", ready to duck and dive. I like it. Good Ryan there. Anyway, DBG, are you up for the arm wrestle in Bristol, me and you? You have hashtag Team DBG and hashtag Team Money Mental. Oh, you're not the Welsh Paul Johnson, a different Paul Johnson, so I apologise then. There's too many people with exactly the same name. Better looking. Well, I couldn't possibly comment. Moving to Ireland. Tell you what, the things I've heard about eBay Ireland, you can be a reseller there, mate. No promoted listings, no free listings for business sellers. Well, not free listings, but no sort of listings for business sellers, no listing allowance. No, that's just you, Kerry-Ann. My sound is perfect. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to sell on eBay. I don't know what Amazon is like in Ireland, but from what DBG tells me, it's not good. Did they? Oh, I think you've got a new admirer. You've got a new admirer, DBG. Tat Doctor is wanting to set up house. I think DBG's husband might have something to say about that. I was going to say something then. What is Amazon like in Ireland, DBG? Is that any good? I haven't started it yet, Paul. Got waylaid by securing a storage unit and having to shift all the stuff in there. I've now got probably about half the unlisted stock moved in there. Still got another load of stuff to go. Probably more. Probably about 60% of the unlisted stock in there. As soon as I've got all the unlisted stock in there, I will then go on the Amazon FBA journey, which of course will be documented on the channel. But it's going to be April before I can do that. Did exactly the same this weekend. Sounds like you had a busy weekend then, mate. Hardly touch eBay. Yeah, fair enough. DBG wasn't born there. Yeah, I'm going to start off the FBA journey slow. I'm going to start off with some books. Get some books, because there's loads of charity shops here that are full of books. Get the books out. And then once I've done that, I'm going to build into other things, like, because, I sell a lot of board games and whatever. I'm going to sell those. You're 230, are you, Kerry-Ann? Really? 230. Board games, toys, whatever else. No, too late. 230. That's going to go down forever. And yeah, just sort of gradually build up the Amazon business and see how it goes. You know, ultimately, if Amazon starts overtaking, there is no way you're 44 age, and I would have thought you were the same age as me, about 34. Yeah, well, I don't know how it is on Amazon. I know on eBay, like, people undercut me all the time, and it never harms me sales, to be honest, on eBay. I imagine it's a bit different on that Amazon, because obviously you're trying to compete for the buy box, which is presumably why people undercut each other. But you know, on eBay they undercut me all the time. Never bothers me. 49. That is my only decent photo. I think you got some lovely photos, Kelly. I'm sure. 56 crispy. I'm lowering the average age then at 34. DBG thought it was 24. There you go. Yeah, Kellyanne's 30. Or 230 if you believe what she types. 38's not old, Paul. You're only as old as you feel. You know, to be fair, I'm sort of, yeah. Anyway, I probably shouldn't finish that sentence, actually. Yeah. I didn't say you were 230, Kellyanne. You said that yourself, you know. You are going to get abuse when you turn up 30 odd minutes late. You're not the only one. Actually, I need to give Louise some abuse as well. She was due on at 8 o'clock, and it's been too busy liking me photos on Instagram. I'm starting to get a bit more understanding of this Instagram. You can do live broadcasts on it and whatever as well. So yeah, interesting. 55 messages I've missed. 55 messages. I've only been talking for a bit. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to get some dinner in a minute, but I thought we'd just do. If there's any questions before I go, I'll give you a minute or two for those one-fingered typers to type about. It's a shame. I don't know. It's a shame you can't do like YouTube video conferences or something. Or you can, can't you? You can bring other people in on Hangouts, can't you? You know, I nearly misread that last message then, Ian. Yeah, there's it's yeah. I didn't read it as walking stick. Spaghetti bolognese I'll be having. What been lobbed in the mick today then? Yeah? We talk about Kellyanne. Bought my mum a walking stick for her birthday actually. Mike, right? No, I am doing spaghetti bolognese from scratch. Oh yeah, well, right, well, you both got Pocket in your name. You know, one of you is going to have to agree who's going to drop the Pocket from their YouTube name, because it's confusing. You know, for a long time I thought Michael was Kellyanne. But yeah, spaghetti bolognese. I've still got some fresh spaghetti left over from. Oh no, it's not fresh anymore really, but I've still some fresh spaghetti left over. One of you is going to change. One of you is going to have to agree to changing it. Just change it to Dave, because you know I pretty much call everyone Dave anyway. Dave hasn't joined us on this one actually, which is good because that would have got confusing. Do I deliver what spaghetti bolognese? No, you wouldn't want to have it. So no, to be fair, actually, you know, people have complimented me on before. Have I ever told you about my strongbow spaghetti? I do a variant of spaghetti bolognese where I cook the spaghetti in strombo. Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, quite expensive on the cider front. But yeah, nobody else does Strongbow spaghetti. And I say Strongbow, it's not Strongbow. It's whatever the Aldi equivalent is, because I can't be bothered paying that much for Strongbow. Yeah, well, don't knock it until you tried it. Tell you, my Strongbow spaghetti is legendary. Many people have had it before, and I said, "Oh, this spaghetti bolognese tastes really nice. What's the secret?" Fake Strongbow. So there you go. Secret ingredients. Giving away all the secret recipes here. I might experiment a bit more in the kitchen, but yeah, I haven't bought any. For cutting back on the alcohol. I'm trying to lose weight, and it's not going anywhere. I'm as podgy as ever. I've cut back on the ale. I'm doing 2 walks a day, no takeaways, and I've not lost a pound. Salt and vinegar crisps. No, I've told you before, salt and vinegar crisps are bad. Chocolate's okay. I'm more of a savoury man, to be honest. Give me a decent sausage roll any day. A Greggs sausage roll, mint. Right, no, we're not having this conversation again. Yeah, no, I tried doing the running. It didn't go well for me at all. Yeah, so no, not doing that again ever. I went running with me estate wife, and yeah, I reckon I did 2 miles because I ran for a mile, and then I could no longer move, so I had to walk back. Now, surely the walk back counts because you've run a mile and you walk back. That's 2 miles. But yeah, no, I'm not doing running again. I was a gym member a bit, and I was hitting the gym regularly, and that was okay. Yeah, no, the problem is only a little dog, isn't he? Well, yeah, well, that's what I said. I should have just done half a mile run. But yeah, no, the problem with the puppy is you get tired out too quickly with the tucking running. With my long legs, he's practically got to run to keep up anyway. Took him for a run in the park earlier. That was good. I like going down to the park with him. Anyway, funnily enough, we are actually encroaching on the topic for next week, which is the benefits of exercise. So yeah, next week's topic is hey DBG, welcome back. Next week's topic is he's asleep. He sleeps in the evening. Always enjoy your shower there, and I'll be at a good rest, TD. Yeah, I know, he sleeps in the evening. He's asleep now. Yeah, he's worn out after the day. He doesn't sleep during the day, so he sleeps in the evening. So yeah. Yes, Stylish Spaghetti. It's the future. I don't know, I might even have some no, it's great. It's brilliant. Strombo spaghetti. Although it's obviously not Strombo because I'm too tight to pay the prices Strombo charge. But yeah, that's brilliant. Honestly, don't knock it. Cider is a commonly known cooking sauce that's used all the time. Pork is cooked in cider. There's nothing wrong with using your cider to cook your mince in. And it tastes really nice. Experiment with it. I promise you won't go far wrong. Anyway, I'm going to have a look to see if I've got any. I'm sure I might have some tinnies lying around, but there might be Thatcher's Gold, and that's too good to waste. Now, chocolate and soy milkshake mixed is horrible. That's really, really horrible. No, it's just wrong. Yeah, that is wrong. Yeah, cider and meat goes well together. That's a well-known thing. Chocolate and strawberry milkshake together, bad. It is. I don't think anyone's going to agree with you, Kellyanne. I think the general consensus is that it's horrible. You see Michael there? He says it's horrible. Things going off. Anyway, yeah, I'll get you a cider in Bristol, DBG. Don't worry. Get you some of that fine Irish Magnus cider. Chili and lime nuts. Not so good on the nuts. Not allergic to do anything. I'm just not great with the taste. It'll be interesting to see what happens in Bristol. Anyway, guys, I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to bid you good night. Thanks for joining in. As I say, next Monday will be 8 p.m. As long as I'm not away with work, which I don't think I will be. Will be Monday Night Mental with talking about benefits of exercise. Later in this week, I'll be releasing a sales update on the blog and a sales update on the YouTube channel, which will be for different weeks because I'm well behind on the YouTube. And then episode 2 of Come Thrift With Me should come out this week as well, along with another vlog. So there'll be something most days. But yeah. And then on Sunday I should be live, hopefully, if the car boots are on, with a car boot haul. If the weather's bad, I'll probably just go down the charity shops and do a charity shop haul instead. Right, anyway, thanks for joining, guys. Speak to you all soon throughout the course of the week. Hope you enjoy the rest of the evenings. And yeah, au revoir.